3D models, can be images, or can be a video, would be showing on the surfaces. It's around you. As the simpler way, computer creating some, not creating, you create, a computer generates some virtual object. The technology, it would be turns them to the augmented reality technology. It means you can see like this image, you have an image or you have a surface, you can see the additional object or additional information about that. And this is called augmented reality. This is the very simple definition I try to explain with the two different images. Okay, all of us, we know what is augmented reality, but what is the augmented reality system? The augmented reality system is the software. It's mostly software. The hardware is just providing the cameras and something like a depth sensor or this kind of thing. And the main thing is on the software based on the image processing system. They're creating some augmented reality system. The augmented reality is taking your vision. When you're looking through a camera, your vision can be taken from the computer. The additional object will be added as an additional information. It would be something like a pop-up text something like a tooltip in the software, but imagine that in the real world. For example, I saw all of you, and I can see the additional information on your face, not on your face, like a pop-up text on the top of your head, on the top of your face, about your profession, about something you provide, something you want to, the others knows about you. Why the AR has been created? Why this technology? Anyone have any idea about that?
For military pilots.
For
military pilots,
that's an idea. But the simpler idea, it means the problem, for example, in the big part of the psychologists, and they, for example, they have some campaign, not the psychologists, some people, they have some campaign, they say the technology will be limited the people to contacting it to each other or something like these are. The simple thing augmented reality is provide, instead of something like this, walking in the street, and something like you hitting someone or you hit it by something, and everyone around yourself is laughing on you because this is funny. Instead of this, you can run, with your vision, you see everything around you, you see everything is real, with some additional information. This is some simple definition. But the goal of the technology, the pure technology, is the user cannot define the real environment with the additional object, the difference between the augmented reality and the real world. The pure technology purpose is this. These are some ways we can see the augmented reality through. These are something like a head-mounted devices, something like eyeglasses. Anyone here heard about the Microsoft HoloLens? What about the motion leap? No one? Motion leap, I think during the last year has been raised more than $500 million for providing augmented reality hardware from Google and Qualcomm. Both of them has been invested in that. And with this startup, $1.1 billion, the market opportunity will be growing. And until now, they're not releasing anything. That is the reason all of us knows about the Microsoft HoloLens, but no one knows about the motion leap. But as I understand, there's a lot of video in the YouTube about the motion leap and also the Microsoft HoloLens. But the purposes, they're going to provide some hardwares to wearable devices. And the augmented reality in the mobile phone, it would be a game, it would be for example, something for entertainment. But in the future, when all of us using the glasses, smart glasses, or any kind of head-mounted thing to connect directly to our eyes, the augmented reality is the real solution for seeing the additional information and contacting with them. The difference between AR and VR. The main difference is until you see everything and the additional information with your real world, this is augmented reality. But at the moment, it's changed the whole thing you see, like the Oculus Rift. At that moment, you see everything, you feel everything even, with some kind of feature, they're adding sensor into different points of your body. At that moment, everything would be virtual reality. And for example, something like the advantage of the augmented reality is it's combining with the real world. And disadvantage, in the virtual reality, you can contact with the virtual object with your virtual world. In the augmented reality, we're limited by the hardware until now. There is no solution, not expensive solution to contracting with some virtual object, for example, as an augmented reality I'm seeing in the surfaces. AR, but the simple thing about the working AR just start scanning your environment. And if you have something like a depth sensors, anyone knows what is depth sensor in here? Depth sensor, thank you. Depth sensor is something like a camera that's able to define the height of your objects in your real world. With this kind of, for example, Microsoft HoloLens, Kinect, everyone knows Kinect, I think. The reason Kinect can exactly define you, it's because of the depth sensor. If you're exactly looking through the Kinect, you can see one camera, one RGB camera, by the technical view thing, something like this. The normal camera, all of us know. The other one is something like we see a red dot in some situation. That is the depth sensor. It is able to define your height and weight of your object in your real world. That is the thing. If it's going to combine with the augmented reality, you will have a very good quality of that. Because it means you don't need a surface, you don't need a target for seeing augmented reality. You can see your augmented reality with the component of the physics. It means if some virtual object from here, it's going to fall down as an augmented reality, that have physics. It would be heat this surface, it would be heat this surface. When you throw it something like in this surface, it's going to be something like a ball with heating, something physics, this kind of thing. These are some examples in augmented reality. There are many use cases. Even now, we are not using the wearable devices. We are, most of the people of the world now using the smartphone. The augmented reality solution nowadays, until I think the next 2 or 3 years, it will be on mobile phones. On mobile phone, you can see, for example, some educational system. There is a misunderstanding. There is a problem of misunderstanding everything around ourselves. If that isn't a good design, or that isn't a good explanation, or if that would be a complicated system with the huge definition of that, with the huge open text, no one is going to read that. That is, there is no one who is going to understand that. Otherwise, the augmented reality have this feature to visualize everything. Even the thing is not going to be visualized. You can build, instead of building a maquette of any kind of industries, you will go to create any kind of industrial design. Instead of creating a maquette, spending time, consume the money or this kind of thing, you can create a 3D model of that with the really cheap money, and also with the high quality, because you can add some interactive thing in that. And this is interesting. So imagine yourself in a street. You're walking in a street in a foreign country, not in your country also, because you can read everything. In a foreign country. You put out just your phone, start scanning your environment, and you will get more additional information about the people if they want the privacy. Because if I'm not saying this, after that, all of people is going to be, what about the privacy? What about the privacy? These things. You can see the information about the people, about every kind of posters around yourself. Like, for example, the poster of the theater or a movie. You can, instead of going to YouTube, searching the name of that movie and seeing the information about that, you can put out your phone, scan that poster, and see the trailer on that poster in the real world with just 2 touch. One for opening one AR application on your phone, and the other for entering to the scan mode of that. And the thing is about the website, you need to go through that website. If you remember that after some time when you go home or something like this, or go to the specific page, and after that, seeing a specific product, or say a proposal, or trailer or this kind of thing. Now I'm introducing you to Tripoli. Tripoli is an augmented reality platform. It allows the users, it means the regular user, without any code knowledge base, without any computer knowledge base, with just some simple touch, you can create your own augmented reality on your business card, on your surfaces, with the image target, without the image target, or this kind of thing. And yes, that was the presentation. Questions? We have 10 minutes.
How do you do that? Which kind of platform is it? Is it a framework?
No,
Does it have
it is an application.
It's an application.
Because the API providers around the world did so much. Microsoft, Fufuria, Qualcomm, this kind of thing, they are the API providers. But using all of those APIs needs the code knowledge base. You can create an application with those APIs. But with this platform, you can just use and create your own augmented reality without any coding knowledge base, without any computer knowledge base. Something like creating a post on Facebook, you can create an augmented reality. This platform will launch on September.
There are no preview details at all.
There are preview videos. Yes, there is in the. No, doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. These are the live examples, the use cases in marketing or advertising. This is the use case in education. Oh.
I mean, how do you create it?
How?
Do you create it by working with the application? How do you work with it?
No, there is no preview available on that.
Is it Armenian-based startup?
Yeah, except me, I am the only one who's not Armenian in this startup. All of the team members is an Armenian. Okay, this is two kind of meaning. If you don't have any question, it means the one side, I have a very bad presentation and you understand nothing, or you will understand everything. So which voice is that? Okay, thank you.